Sup, my name is Rue for TheCouncilNetwork, and we're here to review Batman the Killing Joke. Well, I'm here to review the Batman the Killing Joke, which I got to see in theaters a few days ago, but I've been a little bit under the weather, and my voice was kind of just shit, so I wanted to wait till it was better. There's been a lot of controversy over the Batgirl and Batman romance. There's been a lot of controversy over this movie and its animation. I'm going to give you my thoughts about it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. So let's talk about the major thing that kicks this off. They kind of led us to believe one of the gangsters was going to turn into the Joker and kind of give him this whole backstory. If you've read The Killing Joke, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. He gets that big backstory and he goes, well, I like to twist it around in the way that I, usually see it. And that's kind of the Joker. We're not supposed to know exactly who he is, but we get some sort of idea from The Killing Joke, and this is the definitive Joker story. So one of the big takeaways from this was that Batman and Batgirl have a sexual relationship. Yes, I said sexual. I'll get into it. So she has this friend that she talks to, Barbara, and she's like, well, he's like the she says that he's the yoga teacher, and he's usually in command, and she's usually okay with it, but recently she's not. And then, obviously, that leads to a lot of tensions, because Bruce doesn't really open up, but I'll be honest, we get one of the most, oh my god, lines from Batman that was not in the original comic, which I feel should be noted because of how strong it was, the deliverance of it. So Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, both amazing in their performances. Tara Strong, also amazing in her performance. The big three, as I like to call it. But, as I said, Batman just basically explains to Barbara, I don't want to get into, a relationship. I don't want to care, because I'm in the abyss, and I'm in this, abyss of darkness that one step forward, and you turn to the Joker. That's pretty much how he explains it, and it's goddamn amazing the way he talked about it. Just the feeling you got from it. I got chills down my spine the second I heard him say it. Now, the one big thing, and obviously I've been beating around it, is a sexual relationship between Batgirl and Batman, because that wasn't canon, and that's been kind of hinted that they had interest in each other, but I'm still a little weirded out by it, but I understand why. So the main reason is to give Batman another reason to go after Joker, this whole reason why I'm going after him. And the way Joker comes into play is basically that there is dead dentists with, of course, they got hit with the Joker gas. So Batman goes into the cell and goes, hey, Joker, I want to talk this out, has that monologue speech with him. I wanted to try one more time, talking through to you how this is going to end between you and me. Maybe I kill you, maybe you kill me. Wherever it's going to take, I wanted to just, get it off my chest just to have that one speech with him, and of course it wasn't really the Joker. So, obviously, spoilers ahead for the major parts of the movie. That's what I was waiting on. So Barbara has this interest in Bruce, obviously. She's been working with him, and they get sexual. And they basically do it on top of a rooftop. This leads to her stop being Batgirl, and this is a crucial part to the transformation of her becoming Oracle, which isn't completely shown in the movie, but it's basically hinted at that she'll become Oracle. Obvious, as fucking day. But the big takeaway from it is that it gives Bruce another reason to go after Joker the way he does. But, she tries to talk to him, and then she just gives him back all the stuff and says, well, I'm done, and I'll fill my time with something else. She starts doing running and whatnot. She was, So she starts running. She has a date with her dad, father-daughter kind of thing, date. And that's when the Joker comes into play. Knocks on a door, shoots the crap out of her, and we get that scene that is this grueling scene we've seen in the comic books. But I'll be completely honest, I was expecting this movie to be a lot darker. Maybe from the original time the comic book was released, it was a much darker situation, but we've seen a lot worse in rated R movies, or rated R television, or rated R anything. So, when it comes down to it, it's kind of the cross between that needing that, PG, 15, it's kind of up there, because most kids nowadays, that wouldn't even faze them, the older crowd, to say the least, around that age. But, of course, they rated R for obvious reasons. The sexualness, the violence, everything. But it's very true to the comic, and it's like watching the comic play out in emotion and just completely off the pages in the second half of the movie, which isn't a bad thing. I've absolutely loved the deliverance of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Just, having that moment. And if this is the last time we see both of these actors or voice actors together in a Batman movie, in a Joker movie, however you want to phrase it, then it was a fantastic piece of art. The animation, I have no problem with. It looks pretty much comic booky. It is a little bit wonky at times compared to, Bruce Timm's typical Batman the Animated Series kind of thing, which I think most people were expecting going into this from watching the trailer and whatnot. But for me, it was perfect. I took it for what it was. Joker looked absolutely batshit insane, and seeing the transformation of basically through his eyes how he became the Joker, and we got that nod to the Red Hood, that's how the Red Hood started to be a thing, is a fantastic way. The fight scene between, Joker and Batman was absolutely nuts. They're in the carnival, and it's just absolutely insane the way it plays out. Everything looked like it was a comic book in motion. I know some people may not enjoy the animation. I was fine with it, especially when they did the Joker transformation. It looked like it just came out of the pages and came to life. Everything that happened in the book pretty much happened here in the movie. My one big thing I do want to say is we did get basically confirmation that they did kill Jason Todd, because when Bruce pulls up, Batman pulls up the monitor, you could see that Jason Todd is pretty much there dead. It's really gruesome, really fucked up, but it is what it is. And I'm absolutely okay with it because I think it was a good nod. My only big kind of takeaway, and maybe because I was just so drawn into it, I think that's kind of the thing to leave you, guessing. Did Batman actually kill Joker, or did Joker still live? Because they were both laughing, as they talked about. He kind of went back to that monologue he had at the very end, and I think it was done perfectly. I have no complaints, and it's very rare that I give a movie such a high score, but I do have to give this a perfect 10. It's up there with basically everything I like and everything I enjoy. If you're going to criticize anything, it may just be the animation, or it may just be Barbara and Bruce, getting their groove on. But I think that led to a deeper part of the story, why he was chasing him so hard, and why he just snapped the way he did, like, I'm going to kill this son of a bitch. And of course, you had that whole scene with Gordon is like, just do it by the book. And of course, Batman's fighting that, darkness of, do I want to do it by the book, or do I just want to kill him? So, very well done, very enjoyable. You should buy it on Blu-ray, buy it on DVD, buy it on whatever. And if you can, go see it in the theater, it was freaking a lifetime. It was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience thing to see that movie on the theater. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy the content, make sure to tune back tonight. Hopefully, it'll be tonight for the second video, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to subscribe for more. Till then, peace.